All right, guys, our next game, the Niners blow out the Cardinals in a weird one where...
Just think about, they got swept by the Panthers. Think about that if we talked about that in
Panthers are
August.
6-5.
I understand that. Right. I'm just saying that from the Falcons' point of view, this is a team that spent $100 million on a quarterback and it's just just a brutal.
They have to be one of the most talented 3-7 teams ever.
Yes.
They really should have been the Colts. They should have been the Patriots.
Yes.
Like, these are two teams that competed for the one seed.
They've had some bad luck. I think there's been some bad coaching as well, and just
They should have beaten the Bucs in Week 1. They should have won this game. They should be 7-3.
Yes.
But they didn't. And because of that, their season is nearing the end. But that's not the case for the Niners right now, as you see a lot of scoring leaders in this one.
Yeah.
George Kittle, after the game, had a lot to say about the return of Brock Purdy.
Yeah. Friend of the podcast, George Kittle.
I think I've only said this about two quarterbacks. Like, Brock's presence in the huddle is just so elite. And how he talks to the players, my wife's calling me. Yep, it's my wife. I'm so sorry. Don't tell her I ignored her call. I'm gonna get in trouble. But he plays the game with this joy that's so infectious, and it's just so much fun to play football with him. And especially 5 plays into the game, he hits me 30 yards down the field on a perfect pass. He was definitely feeling it. I think he's got the confidence. He's got his swagger. More people were celebrating with Brock after his touchdown pass than with me. I was a little jealous.
I hope when George Kittle does media after his career, they let him be exactly who he is.
It would be stupid. It would be stupid to hire George Kittle and not let him do.
But no suit for George Kittle.
No,
just that appearance.
No, absolutely not. You got to show the tats. You got to don't make him trim his beard. All of it.
Yeah.
You want the full Kittle experience.
No, absolutely. And he was fantastic, and he's right about Purdy. Purdy gives this offense an extra dimension that Mac Jones, who is a very capable steward, he just doesn't have that level of upside, doesn't have the ability to create outside of structure like Purdy does. With all the jokes about Purdy, Purdy was minus 250 with 2 weeks to go in the season 2 years ago to win MVP.
Yes.
He played at that level.
Purdy is good.
Yeah, he is an excellent. He is at worst the top 12 quarterback in the NFL, and he got paid $250 million for a reason.
Yeah.
And if your defense is down in the secondary like Arizona was, then he's going to torch you. And they have their weapons back now.
That's the thing.
And the O-line is healthier, and I think better than it was 2 years ago, frankly. And so. We'll see what happens with Ayuk if he ever gets back. But between McCaffrey, Pearsall, Kittle, Juwan Jennings, who looks healthier as well, this could be a top 3 offense in football the rest of the way. And they have a super easy schedule too. They just play basically suspect defenses and suspect teams the rest of the way. So I think that Purdy is a QB1 going forward.
They're home to Carolina, then at Cleveland. They've got a bye, and then home to Tennessee. To your point there, Jay. Purdy, doesn't get you a ton with his legs, but again, the offense is so elite. The other thing is he's also got an elite play caller. That as his head coach. Does Brock Purdy work if he gets drafted to Tennessee the way Cam Ward did? Not convinced, but he's landed in a situation that is perfect for his skill set. Credit Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch, and the 49ers organization for putting him in a position to succeed, surrounding him. And he has taken advantage of that opportunity. Multiple touchdown passes now in all 3 of his starts this season. He's averaging 17.9 fantasy points per game. He's a low-end, locked-in QB1. Sacramento 1 says, talk about off the rails. Can you imagine Kittle and Barry pounding wine coolers?
What do you think of that?
1,000%.
I misread that after pounding. It's terrifying.
Yeah, we'll keep pounding.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what? I will just say this right now, and maybe hopefully this gets to George Kittle. Proud Fantasy Life investor, George Kittle, by the way.
Him too.
Your
army expands.
He was in our last round. And in fairness, he's through a fund and that he's an LP in, blah, 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 blah. But George Kittle is on my cap table.
Him? Okay.
No, he's on my cap table. George Kittle has equity in Fantasy Life. But what I will say is...
Does he know he has equity?
I think his dad does, for sure. That much I know. But what I would say here is, in all seriousness, is that if George is listening, or anyone that's in George's world, if George would like to do a podcast called Pounding with George and Matthew, I'm down. And the subject can be whatever you want.
Your people should pitch that.
I'm just saying. Tell me that's not great. We'll put it on Peacock. Come on.
Got a chance.
Pounding on Peacock with George and Matthew.
It's not your worst idea. I'm
just saying. We'll have Dave Canales as our first guest.
Oh, my
Come on. Let's go. It's a Monday. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotorWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully, respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.